Revealed. Jungkook has an abnormal appetite, a surprising fact that makes the army unable to blink. Not a day goes by without BTS's Jungkook being in the spotlight. As a golden magne who always performs flawlessly on stage, the public often forgets that behind his athletic body and extreme discipline, Jungkook is a young man who harbors habits that often surprise many people. But now, an old topic is re-emerging and shaking the cyberspace. Jungkook's appetite, which has been called abnormal by a number of netizens. Not in a negative sense, but in a context that makes many people both surprised and amazed, even envious. The issue re-emerged after old footage of Jungkook eating was widely spread on social media platforms, from BTS-run video cuts, behind-the-scenes concerts, Weverse live broadcasts, to typical clips of Jungkook eating with pleasure. Many thought this was just a funny moment of magne who likes to snack, but after various pieces of evidence were collected, one big conclusion was born. Jungkook's appetite is really above the average normal human. When watching Jungkook eat, the audience not only felt hungry, but also amazed. Why not? Jungkook can eat large meals without looking overwhelmed, as if his body is specially designed to enjoy large amounts of food without ever looking uncomfortable. In one episode of BTS's run alone, he was able to devour food that not even two adults could finish. The members often satirized him as the bottomless man, a nickname that has now become a legend among the army. However, this story does not stop only at the fact that he eats a lot. What made the public even more amazed was how Jungkook was able to maintain a slim and muscular body shape despite his enormous appetite. Many fitness experts also raised their voices in discussion forums, calling Jungkook's metabolism very fast, plus intense physical exercise that makes him able to burn calories faster than ordinary people. He's the rare type who eats a lot but stays fit, said a fitness trainer who once analyzed BTS members' exercise patterns. But behind that superhuman bodily function, there is one thing that few people know about. Jungkook's appetite has been apparent since he was a teenager. When he was first a trainee at the age of 13, Big Hit staff often told him that the Busan boy always used up all his food rations very quickly. Even when the other members were still picking through the menu, Jungkook was already on the second or third plate. There is one story that has gone viral. Jungkook once ate chicken too fast until his hyungs were surprised and immediately rebuked him for eating slowly. But that's how Jungkook is. When it comes to food, he has his own style. The funny side of this habit also makes it the subject of BTS's internal jokes. RM once said that Jungkook is a fusion of a baby and a beast. While eating, while Jimin once joked that Jungkook can eat anything, even what normal people can't eat. In some behind-the-scenes concerts, Jungkook is always seen carrying snacks, whether it's sandwiches, ramen, rice boxes, or just small snacks, as if his body is always in need energy mode. But the public didn't stop talking about this just because of the funny factor, but even deeper, many considered that the way Jungkook ate showed how hard he worked. Many fans attribute his appetite to his intense training schedule and inexhaustible energy. Jungkook is known to work harder than many other idols. From long vocal exercises, energetic dance exercises, to consistent gym routines, Jungkook's body does require more energy than the average human being. It is not surprising that he eats a lot. On the other hand, there is a touching narrative that also resticks. Some old soldiers recalled how Jungkook once said that when he was a child, he often had to resist the urge to eat certain foods because of his family's modest economic conditions. After he debuted and managed to become financially independent, Jungkook said on one occasion that he felt happy because he could now eat whatever he wanted. Many fans believe that one of the reasons he enjoys food so much to this day is because he truly appreciates the sustenance he gets, as if every mouthful is a form of gratitude for past struggles. Not only that, his love for food also makes him more relatable in the eyes of fans. Jungkook is not an idol who tries to look perfect 24 hours a day. He presents himself as a normal human being who enjoys food without guilt, without pretending, and without covering up his habits. When live streaming, he often eats casually while talking to ARMY, creating moments as if the fans were dining with him. It was those moments that brought him closer to the hearts of millions of people around the world. Nevertheless, the viral term abnormal appetite actually leads to more admiration from netizens. Many claim to envy how Jungkook can eat a lot while still looking healthy and fit. The members' funny reactions when they see Jungkook eating is also entertainment in itself. Some fans even made a special video compilation titled The Jungkook Eating Show, which showcases Jungkook's feisty eating style. And in the end, this phenomenon proves one thing. Jungkook is not only a perfect idol on stage, but a human being who has a very charming natural side. Her abnormal appetite is not a lack, but precisely one of the charms that makes her even more beloved. Behind his proportionate body, golden voice, and lithe dance moves, there was a young man who enjoyed life immensely. One of them through food. Now, after the viral return of this issue, the army is celebrating. Instead of looking at him strangely, fans fell in love even more. They see Jungkook as who he is, someone who is not afraid to show his human side, and someone who always lives life with passion. And perhaps that's precisely the reason Jungkook is referred to as the Golden Magne. Not just because of his all-round talent, but because he is able to live life with a sincerity that makes him different from anyone else. That way, the issue is answered, not because his appetite is abnormal, but because Jungkook is a representation of energy, hard work, and the joy of life. A combination that only belongs to one person, Jungkook. But what's most interesting about this phenomenon isn't just the food, but how Jungkook's eating habits are slowly shaping his legacy as a public figure. Many fans noticed that every time Jungkook ate, he looked like someone who was not trying to maintain an image, but rather someone who was enjoying life honestly. In the harsh and stressful entertainment industry, where many idols have to maintain a perfect image all the time, Jungkook becomes an oasis of honesty. The way he enjoys food shows that he is not trying to be a flawless figure, but an ordinary human being with tastes, desires, and simple pleasures. And this is where a new narrative begins to emerge, a narrative that has quietly touched many armies around the world. They catch a glimpse of pieces of Jungkook's seemingly simple life, but contain a long story behind it. On several occasions, Jungkook has stated that he feels food is a small gift of life that should be enjoyed. Many believe that speech is not born just like that. Jungkook grew up in a family that didn't always have luxury, and enjoying good food as a child wasn't something he got every day. That's why, now that he can buy anything, eat anything, and enjoy anything, Jungkook truly appreciates the moment. He eats not just because he is hungry, but because he appreciates the life process that brought him to this point. In an interview, he said, "I worked hard not just for myself, but to be able to live a decent life with my family." Many believe that enjoying food gratefully is one way to repay a limited childhood. Longtime fans also recalled how Jungkook often avoided discussing his childhood in depth, especially topics related to family difficulties. But little moments like the way he ate,